What's the deal? We are back for another Asian session. Imagine that. We made it. The haters, the trolls, the assassins, they could not get to us, and we are back. I'd like to welcome all of you back. Kieran, with the dubs today, coming in first, right? If you ain't first, you're last. Kieran here. First, I saw that K. Shout out to you. Awesome. How's everybody's day? How was the morning New York session? Another W? Not surprising. It's been incredible. We are growing, and we're growing very quickly. What up, what up, what up? Today I start trading early by catch one trading GJ. Thanks. 5%. So yesterday I see the same thing. Let me open my eyes for that. Thanks. Yes, G Company. See, somebody's seeing value here. Nice. So people are seeing value. The community's growing. Accounts are growing. This is great. This is awesome. Timothy. Let's not discuss that. Hey, all right. Shout out to the 256 people that are already on here within the first 10 minutes of our stream. Just starting. That's incredible. Appreciate it. Going because you're a great mentor and we learn more than writing for you. I'm not a mentor, right? I don't take you guys out and discuss, you know, your mental state and your approach individually and how things outside in your life are affecting your trading. But I am a guide, right? I'm like, profit that way. And you walk up to the sign, you're like, oh, that way? Yeah, let me go there. So I'm one of those, right? I don't look at myself as a mentor. Awesome. Christopher, appreciate it. Christopher Lyon or Leon? Either way, dubs. Thank you for the dono. You don't have to do that, but appreciate it. Shout out to you. Chris just bought me some coffee. Amazing. No, it's you know what? GJ in the title. Okay, we used to trade GJ, and this is exactly how it was working. My SEO score, right? My search engine optimization score on YouTube is at 95% with the way my title is set up now. And if you look through my description chat, it's not misleading. I'm telling you what it is, why I do it. Damn. Some of you should have been police officers. Some of you should have been detectives right now. Go to your local precinct, forget trading, become a detective. Start investigating important shit. Not why does Wix have a goldfish. Anyway. So yeah, I do that. So if you look at my description, it's not even, a lot of things aren't even grammatically correct, and it's done on purpose because the way YouTube algo works is like you kind of have to make mistakes grammatically, you know, with your grammar in order for you to optimize your stream with your tags and and all that other stuff. And so yeah, that's why I put GJ in there. And most people that trade GJ, they also trade gold. And a lot of times it's like, oh, you search for GJ, but you'll see gold, and you're like, oh, shit. Let me see what's going on here. It's not like I'm putting Bitcoin in there, right? To get fucking crypto people in here or US 30, no. GJ and gold kind of go hand in hand. So I'm not going to fuck with my SEO score on YouTube. It's good. Most people try to get the 95 score. They don't, right? So yeah. That's what it is. Anyway, drop a like, sub to the channel. Appreciate everyone being here, even the policemen. And let's get into it. Daily. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Everybody sees this? We closed bullish, so we rejected, and we discussed this. Remember this morning before we took our positions and we got some nice dubs? We well, Don and I discussed this. Remember, he even made it a point to say, you see how we're saying if chat, if this happens or if this happens, and he actually spoke about this coming back up into the range here for the fake out. So now that the daily's closed above this level, you'd expect this candle right here to make a bottom wick and start driving up. Hold on, chat. Let me turn on my zoom this way. Makes things easier for me. Oh no, don't do the zoom. Oh, it's working. Bada bing, bada boom. Wix is on Zoom. All right, so right now we closed above this area here. We faked out over here, and now we're coming up, closing of this area. This was a fake out, came down, came back up. Now, you'd expect this candle to make a nice bottom wick here, come down, and start filling the range up, right? This is what we want to see for the session. Idea. This is what we'd want to see overall in the daily. I'm sorry, for the rest of the week. So, this is today. I'd expect Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to look like this. Now, 4 hour closed bearish, respecting resistance, but we're going to see where we can hold support and maybe start coming up. 1 hour. This would take a lot for us to get sells here. For me to look for sells, remove this. It's gonna be, let's mark up our buys first. Let's drop to this 5 minute. Go to the 5 minute. See what the ranges look like here. Okay. Oh, I went way too far. Looks like a decent target. Yeah, above this level, and honestly, even better, because you're gonna see, typically what happens once it breaks this level, this candle will tend to drive to the next level. So I think above this level, this will be our buys, and the only way I'll look for sells here. Okay, so because we're bullish for the day, and at any moment we could start in the anticipation of this being the bottom wick on the daily, just to drive up. I would need this daily to come down, give me another support somewhere around this area, and then this daily, this hourly, come down, give us another support, create a 5-minute level here, another resistance, and then if it starts coming down at that point, we'll take more sells. I will not trade here. I need a support formed here. Once we see a support formed here, I'm gonna start looking for sells, and this level makes sense here on the 5-minute. Yeah. All right, chat. Up here. You see how these 5-minute levels are have to fall in line for me with the higher time frame. Once that happens, then I'll look for positions. Right. Quite simple. Let's just see it form. You know what? Might do this here. Like this better. I think a close below there is more valid. Is it? Realistically, I mean, we can get sells below here, and honestly, I don't even like this level, hourly level. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Come down here. It's a nice gladiator candle that just happened here, right? We closed below this range. Technically, we should drive down and fill the range here. But the daily's so bullish and broke back in range. I really want this to come back up. I want this to come back down. If you look on the 1 hour, I want this to come down to roughly, see all these wicks here in this area? All these wicks. I'd want this to come down roughly into here, right? With a candle that's heading down right now. Grab liquidity. That's why I don't want to trade any of this. Grab liquidity here and start coming back up and giving us some bullish closures, right? We start seeing that. These will be my signals for buys. Other than that, then we're gonna wait till it breaks all the way down over here. We could play the 5-minute levels here, but probability-wise, you want to be in buys. We'll see right now. Right now, the way, if we get, here's what I will do. If, like I said, if we get a support formed around this area, and then we break it, then I might be on board with the sells. All right, sorry chat. Sorry for neglecting you. Shout out to everyone watching and being on here. Thank you for joining us. I know it's late for some of you, early for others. Pineapple tip to my boy. Yeah, I had a really good pineapple this morning. It was delicious. Incredible. Hi, Wix. I trade with index agent. Your strategy doesn't give me a great probability. On a fake out breakout is great. 2% breakout. No data yet. Okay. What should I do? Keep optimizing your style of trading. Take the best parts of what I do and emulate it, and parts that don't really fit you, keep them out of your trading style and just build yourself up, help yourself. Did I go to the gym? Yes, I did. I brought my chess game to the gym on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday. Closure when a candle closes. Can you please say what you mean? So closure means a closure. When the candles start closing below those areas, we're not just gonna take candle as soon as we get in there. Impulsive entries, right? We get candle closures, and then depending on the timing, depending what kind of levels are formed, then we'll think about entering a position. So we Asian people can tune in. Yo, thank you for reminding me. I even mentioned it twice and I haven't even done it. Right there, boom. I just liked the stream. Thank you. Let's see if we can get more likes than Don. Great morning session. Everybody took dubs this morning except Don. Is that what happened? How did that work out? Okay, so is Asian session on an index open like say ASX 200 or Hang or Seng or Nikkei or Japanese good for this type of strategy? Asking as you trade Asian and do well. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna give you. Here's the advice that I'm gonna give you. Simplify what you're doing. Simplify your thought process, and it'll be a lot easier to come here every day and to rinse and repeat, right? To just do the same thing over and over, because you're like so confused with things that don't matter, right? Like shit that really doesn't matter. There's volume at this time in the market, so keep showing up if you're available at this time, keep showing up every single day at this time for many market cycles to see how the market cycles throughout the year, and then you can understand how volume during the session works, and then you can learn to read candles and see how they close, see how they print from the higher time frames all the way out to the down to the 5 to the smaller time frames, and see if you can spot an advantage, a weakness in the market that you can then exploit or that you can use to your advantage, right? And if you see it, and then if you learn how to actually use that to your advantage, that's your trading style, right? I have certain things that I've noticed in the market that I tend to, incorporate in my trading, and this is what I do here. I just show you guys the way I approach the market. I just show you my perspective at the moment. This is my perspective, right? You don't have to do anything that I'm doing, but if you want to understand what I'm doing, just you have to keep showing up and try to make things as simple as possible. You guys overcomplicate things. The very fact that you overcomplicate things is going to discourage you from doing this for a long period of time. You want to like what you do, right? You don't want to be discouraged. And use a strategy on a higher time frame. Yeah, of course. Look, we're waiting on this daily flip. We're waiting on a 4-hour to find support, but this daily flip is really just by the end of day tomorrow. This candle should be very bullish. Should be filling all these wicks, right? In the middle of the day. By New York session, we should be up over here somewhere. I don't know, retesting the highs, maybe re-breaking them. That's what should happen by New York session. And our goal here is to spend as little time in the markets as possible and take what the market gives us. Leave ourselves with the least amount of exposure as possible, right? The less amount of time you spend on the charts, the less exposed to risk you are. As we're coming back up here, we probably want to see this hourly close regardless, because that's going to give us a 4-hour close, and a 4-hour close here is very key because we want to hold this level here on the 4-hour. If it holds, we might see the next 4-hour make a bottom wick and drive up at 1926.6. If that holds, we might see the very next 4 hours drive up for us from 9 to 10. Maybe we'll have a move, because if it breaks below it, you just see a top wick and it's going to keep coming down. And then the hourly, we want to see it find support. I'm not going to trade this range till we start breaking up above this 5-minute level that I drew up. 1929.10. And then some of you might ask, Wix, where did you get that level? Well, it came to me in a dream. So I rushed to the charts and I was like, fuck, I got to draw this level. Eyes above closure. All right. Guys, come on, please don't spam. But if you got to spam W's. All right, spam dubs. That's it. Why did you switch to 5 minutes? Because I don't know. I had a lot of reasons to. Why wouldn't I switch to the 5 minutes? It was more profitable it was an another it was an evolution in my trading, right? It was the next level. It was zoning in on even small time frames to get even more profitable. Like, like you're not understanding what I'm going through this month and the last month. Like, I can't explain it. I can only teach you guys if you guys are willing, or I can only try to put out into the world my perspective, and hopefully people will, will be so fucking afraid of poverty that they'll want to pick up on this shit. Can you just look at ASEX?
How about no?
It's like, you can't walk into like a world history class and ask them about chemistry, right? No, like you can't be at a psychology lesson and be like, Professor, can you also discuss algebra or whatever, calculus? No, we're doing gold here, and the 5 minute has been a big enough shock for people, but so we're gonna spend more time on this than just switching around pairs, and we're gonna get good at this. Like, what would you rather do? Like I said, would you rather be a jack of all trades or a king of one? Believe me, I know a lot of well-to-do people, right? And most of them, they're not jacks of all trades. They're a king of one. They're kings of their trade. Yeah, it's definitely not in my comfort zone. Don't worry, Damon. Shout out to you for showing up. Thank you for asking questions. At least somebody is not afraid to ask questions and show up. We got new viewers who are asking questions and trying to get the hang of things. Just if you want to know what we do or what I do, just keep showing up here, and in a few weeks you'll be right in tune with us. Yeah, ask questions, and if we troll you, it's all love. It's just jokes. It's just jokes. What are we gonna do? We're spending quality time here during Asian session, right? This is the slowdown session. This is the wind down session for the day. Well, for me at least. And this New York session was monster today. New York session has been feeding everybody, I think. And then we've been really lucky with Asian. Well, lucky, not lucky. We've been lucky in terms of the fact that it's been given volume, and then we've been doing what we do, right? How long did it take to get rid of emotions while trading? I don't know. I don't think of things like that anymore. Like, it wasn't a sudden switch, but it's weird. Like, eventually you don't recognize. You don't approach things in that way. That's not how I approach it. Do futures? No. What broker you use? TD. I'm also trying to be good at one. Gets disappointing when I don't achieve results in given 5 days of the market. It's not about studying. This isn't an activity where the more you study, the more rewarding it is. It's not one of those. This isn't like a regular job where the more you do it, the more you get paid. No. What matters here is your application of knowledge. You have to apply your knowledge and not be afraid of losses, of taking losses. You're gonna take L's. You can't, and you gotta learn to tune out the noise. You can't sit there and just be. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough because I know exactly what you're going through, but it's also not hard. It's just as simple as that. Shout out to Don yourself for teaching education for Britain. Been watching Don's channel 1.5 years now, and I'm on your awesome. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate it. Watching you for a week, and I gone from nobody to somebody. Word. From watching Wix's streams, I went from a weekly paycheck to direct deposit. Yeah, application of knowledge is what matters. So you really have to take positions and sample size your ideas. Without you getting experience, right? You need knowledge, right? But you don't need the book kind of knowledge. You need knowledge that's guided by experience here, right? Because your experience will guide you on determining, you know, your type of trading. You know, you got to find the homeostasis in you, right? The balance. And in order to do that, you have to take positions, you have to take losses, you have to take wins. You have to put yourself in a position where you need to manage risk. You have to sample size risk management and closing half and closing full and trailing stops and closing out positions early, closing out positions late, letting runners run. You know, same thing over and over. Went from weekly paycheck to hourly deposits. That's right. Have you ever thought maybe you just had the wrong strategy for GJ? No, I'm profitable with GJ. I just don't trade it because I've been incredibly profitable with gold. Like, it just made no sense. I'm not telling you I didn't trade GJ because I'm losing trades. No. No, no, no.
How about no? How about no? How about no?
We slayed GJ last year. It's just gold has been it. Just made no sense to trade GJ. You not reading. I saw you sometimes don't trade the closures, sometimes you trade flip. How do you identify which one to take? There's a lot of nuances involved in that, right? A lot of nuances involved. And in order for you to understand that, you have to keep showing up because it's really on a trade by trade basis. So there's many concepts and they can be applied to all of our setups, right? But whether those concepts fall in line with our setups and how many of those concepts fall in line with our setups will determine the probability of the winning trade or losing trade or of the trade altogether. It's just, yo, no Sputnik in the chat. What's the United Nations thing? Why is there a different language here? Chat, come on. All right, hold on. I got Wix 12 here. Hold on. Yeah, so Wix 12 just brought me a chocolate. Yummy. Delicious. ASMR. I can't even say stream. Stream? ASMR stream? As we're driving up here. This is good. Alright, I can't. My tongue is sticking to the roof of my mouth. Hold on. That finger looking good. Yummy. Alright. This is good. If we get the 1 hour closing above these levels, will be even better. 1 hour level is a little lower here, right? 1928.7 flat. 1928.7, yeah. It's another indication, but we want this 1 hour. Look at this. This 30-minute high never broke. So we want this to break for sure. Give us an indication that it's going to come up even higher. For now, so far it's rejected. I mean, you bang on a door enough times, right? Eventually the door will break. So we're gonna see it tap this level a few times, I think. And we're coming up on the last 15 of the 4 hour candle, right? And historically, let's look at the 4 hour. Historically, the 4-hour pulls back right around this time. So if we start driving here, I believe we're going to come back and pull back a little. It's not going to be a strong bullish candle. If it's a strong bullish candle, it might leave us with no top wick. Let's just be prepared. Regardless of what happens, not taking a trade until these 5-minute levels are broken and we close above them after 9 o'clock, right? It has to be on the next 4-hour candle. Looks like we're getting that double stream today. Well, you had me in the morning, you had me in the evening, you had me for doubles. Thanks, Vix. You mentioned nuances. Can you mention a couple? It's a good question when you take a trade at the closure, when you see a flip. Thanks, bro. Well, I take a trade as soon as at the closure of the candle, as soon as it closes. If it's a 5-minute and I see if it was a 5-minute closure below, but I've seen the 1 hour have a top wick. Let's say if we're driving down and I've seen a 1 hour had a top wick and 5-minute close below, and the range that we're filling is along 1 hour range, higher time frame range, I probably will enter off the rip. But let's say we got a 5-minute closure, the 1 hour, let's say we had a 5-minute closure against our bias, right? So a range 2 breakout that just got there, drove to that level in a straight candle. We're gonna wait for the higher time frame to pull back, create a top wick, and in that case, the 5-minute will have to form a range. It'll just happen. There's a lot of nuances. I can speak on them forever, but in order for you to see, right, your mind has to create a picture out of what I'm saying, but when I'm saying it, it might not be creating the exact picture, but I can show you as soon as I'm done eating these chocolates. You dig? Have you considered having your own signals group too, X? No, makes no sense. Don and I take incredibly similar positions, and it's so much of a headache that it would just not make sense. I honestly probably wouldn't even be able to keep up with it. He does so much. He does it during the stream, after stream. Hold on a second. Your calls this morning were on point? Yeah. Don's analysis was on point too. We had the same analysis, just our comfort levels were different there. You know what I mean? It wouldn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense for us to do competitive things, right? We're basically one brand. So why would we do things that compete? Doesn't matter. I fly on a fucking broom. That's what I do. Get to the gym on my broom. Wix, is that a fish tank? No, it's a lizard tank. You guys like my lizard tank? It's fire. You like it or no? You like my lizard tank or what? I don't know if the lizard's still alive. shit's too high. This camera's too high. You too high, Cam. Go outside, get another lizard. Oh, that was a legendary stream. That was on Don's stream. Chat, one day I went outside during the stream and you know, in South Florida, we got lizards like New York City has rats and roaches. And I went outside and there was just a lizard, whole like hundreds of lizards, and I grabbed, you know, as he was running, I was like, hold on, watch this stream. I went outside, grabbed one, came on stream with the lizard. Live down in Miami? No, I'm in South Florida. I'm not in Miami. I'm right outside of Miami. I'm in Broward. Fucking Floridian, straight cheese. Did you sell last night? Asian session? No, we didn't we didn't take a position during Asian last night. We sat on our hands, and then this morning we had a pineapple position. It was incredible. 1,800 people saw it live. Called out, discussed beforehand, right? Risk management discussed mid-trade, right? The pineapple discussed mid-trade, TP and stop loss discussed mid-trade, and then TP hit mid-trade, I mean midstream. So yeah. Very impressed with my analysis. It's crazy for me to hear something like that. I'm very impressed, like it's just my perspective. When I went to Italy, the place we were staying at had lizards everywhere. Yeah, I don't know. They like hot climates, right? So don't be surprised. There's nothing wrong with them. When it was freezing here like a few weeks back, like they're all over the roads, right? They're frozen. They're cold-blooded creatures, so they can't move. They just look at you weirdly. You can walk by them, they're like, hope he doesn't pick me up. Hope he doesn't pick me up. Hope he doesn't pick me up. Why aren't you taking sell positions, brother? I've discussed it over the first hour of this stream. We're bullish on the day, and I'm gonna need the higher time frames. Regardless, this is a range one here for me on the higher time frame, and I'm incredibly bullish for the day. The daily closed back up in range with the fake out. We can anticipate this being the bottom wick on the daily, and I'd really like to see buys. So it would take a lot for me to see sells here. I'd want us to come down below this level, then form a support, a resistance, and then I'll take sells below 1924.816. That's the only way I'll see sells. Other than that, yeah, if we can, so if gold can pull, you know, this out of its hat. Oh wait, there's an ugly wick right here, right? And kind of come down here. There we go. I like fatter candles. And then come back up, right? And start do something like this. Wick over here. You know, wick over here and come back down. This is what I want. These closures below right here at this area. This is what I want. Then I'll take sells. Need another support form below this area, something like this. Need another resistance. And then I'll take the sells, and if you guys realize what it will look like, if you can read candles backwards and realize what they would look like on the higher time frame, you probably see something like a wick into this area and a drive down. This is what these candles will form, right? This is the small time frame. That candle, that's what it will look like on the higher time frame. This wick over here is basically these candles on the smaller time frame. So when that all falls in line, then we're going to look for sells below there. Until then, this will be our range 2 breakout on the higher time frame as well. Until then, we're bullish. All that has to happen for us to take sells. Do you mind sharing your opinion on GJ?
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
Jason Statham of the Rock. I don't know. That's a weird question. I don't know. Neither. Sorry, Chad. I was telling you guys to ask questions when there was like 100 viewers in here, 90 viewers in here. I told you guys, look, I remember saying on 120, look, there's 120 viewers in here, and it's still not too bad. I could read chat. It's sort of flowing. Now, I can't keep up with this shit. Like, it's 500-600 people. It gets a little tough. I can, but it gets a little tough to keep up. Bring Don on stream? No, I tried, but his 4-minute candle closed today, so he got his 4-minute candle closing outside the range. He's bullish on it right now. He's incredibly bullish on his M4. Hitting every drive-through in the world, apparently. Yeah, I know. The M4 candle, yeah. Do you mean trade gold in Asia? No, we were on this morning. We had nice dubs this morning, right? I had 2 positions this morning. One was 18 pips, one was 3 pips. Total of 21 pips. So I'm more profitable in the morning. Obviously, we get more positions in the morning, right? So there's more profits in the morning. Not that the position, not that our performance changes, right? Results the same percentage-wise. What's pineapple? That's an inside joke. You had to be there. How long you make Forex, brother? I make Forex for 4 years. How many pips you look? No limit. I don't have a limit. No limit. No limit, look. No limit, Luke. Sorry, look. No limit, look. No limit, Luke. Say that 5 times fast. Yeah. I don't have a limit, Luke, just like you. It all depends on what the market gives me. Yeah. Do you have a video of your strategy? Yeah, the last 100 live streams. Check out the last 100 live streams. And it's a really good reference point because it's the latest and greatest in the devious strategy, right? These Asians are starting to feel like a waste of time. Well, don't get involved with Asians. It's all preference, right? That's just your perspective. It's only a waste of time if you let it be a waste of time, right? Don't make it a waste of time. Learn something. Drop a chart. Do a breakdown. Send me a chart on... Oh, which reminds me. Chat, join our free Discord. I think there's like 150 million thousand members on there. It's the largest Discord community ever created in the galaxy. It's definitely the least toxic one. And the link's in the description. Join the Discord. Go follow the IG. Go sub to the channel. Turn on the notifications so you know when we're live. And yeah, do all that fun stuff. This way you keep up with the community and be in on all the inside jokes that, or the inside lingo that's used in here. Sure, I got you. Who cussing? Don't be cussing in here. You trade NAS or US 30? I do not, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I guess. Unfortunately for you. BJY coming right. Maybe? I don't know. No clue. We should come down. Look, chat. We just had our 4-hour close. We closed bearish. Below this little support, so I would expect us to make a top wick and come down on this 4-hour, right? Let's see below which levels we can get in on it. Look what happened. The 30 did create a support here below this range. Back up. Still respected this off. Yeah, I would look for the higher time frames here for the hourly to start coming down. And if it does come down below 1924.81, we'll have some sells. Not unfortunate profit. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have a breakdown for it. Just joining a lot of fake Donna Wicks is trying to scam. I mean, there's a lot of scammers worldwide trying to scam, and unfortunately, boys, we can't do nothing about. I mean, we can do us, right? We can ignore the scammers, the haters, and just keep doing what we're doing. Wix averages 3 trades a week during the Asian session. Yeah, roughly, we've been averaging 3 trades a week. That's about it. I mean, we've had weeks with 4 trades, 5 trades. We've also had weeks with 1 trade. So that's the best support for the answer that we gave earlier, right? That we just trade what the market gives. We're not gonna tell the market what it can do. It would be, or what it needs to do, what we need it to do. That would be incredibly egotistical of us, right? Not telling the market nothing. You can just listen to it, see what it does, and see if you can take advantage of it somewhere. See if you can find a weakness and exploit it. Do you look at the 2-hour because of the 4-hour and 1-hour time frame? I don't look. I skim through it. I rarely. I don't use it at all. The 2-hour. Honestly, I go 4, 1. Quick look at the 30 and 5. I just need to see clean candles on the 1 and the 30. And once I see clean candles like this, I'm going to see where I can take advantage of them. Look, you had a nice little celery play here happening on the 30. So breaking down. The 1-hour, like we just said, should fill the wick down. And let's see if we can have enough volume to get closures below. I'm thinking about the level below here. I don't know if I want to be within these wicks here. It's a very solid level, so we'll see how we play here. We'll see how it plays out here. How price action will play out. We'll see how the candles close at this area, and we'll see if it's convincing enough to have positions. At the moment, I like ourselves below this area. Since you came from crypto, did you ever think about trading? I used to trade crypto. I used to trade Bitcoin and Ether. It's so parabolic with not enough historic. Like if I, you know what, I used to trade it and think it was normal price action, and it's not. Like what we do is technical analysis, right? We look at the charts and we study historical price data. We study what candles have done before. We look in the past. We draw levels, right? This is all data, right? So the study of all this data is technical analysis. Now, if we're doing that and fucking Bitcoin is creating new highs every other week, Elon Musk tweets a fucking, new high or plummets or whatever it is, and it's so parabolic, right? And it's going to be like that till regulations come in. It's going to stay parabolic. All crypto. It's like when there's new levels being created, right? New high. What am I basing my levels on, right? I have no idea. I'm blind at that moment. So if something doesn't have historical price data, it takes away my advantage. It gets rid of what I'm good at, and now I'm playing the guessing game or the belief game or the FUD game, right? Or the HODL game. And maybe if you believe in the project, sure, invest in it. But should you day trade it for your daily income? Not really. I don't think so. I'm not a believer in that. So this is why I stick to gold, because gold has a lot of historical price data. And it's very technical. It's very hard to trade gold when it starts breaking all-time highs. Very difficult just because like, what are your levels? At that point, when I see all-time highs or levels we haven't reached in a long time, I let the level drive through, establish, create a range, and then I trade those ranges. Yeah, it's fine. Gold create all-time highs, but it doesn't create all-time highs in one straight line. It creates it in waves, right? Those waves create ranges. Pullbacks, market goes up, down, it creates ranges, and you can trade the ranges that are created. You don't have to be the first one on, like you don't have to be on that train driving it. You might crash. Somebody will crash on it, right? Let them crash on it, and when it pulls back, then you hop on the train on a different one. Anyway, if I haven't done so yet, thank you for joining us, chat. 600 fucking viewers on this. Let's go. You guys are the goats right now. 600 viewers, Asian session, consistently. This is incredible. I'm humbled, right? This is awesome. Thank you for showing up. Drop a like, sub to the channel. Hopefully we can get some trades in. If we don't get a trade, like I said yesterday, if anyone paid attention yesterday during Asian, you should have fucking slayed London, because the levels were valid and we closed outside the ranges to take advantage of them. Like, you should have destroyed London. You should have destroyed pre-NY if you followed the breakdown and had our levels established. But outside of that, there you go. I slayed London. Amazing. Just landed in Mexico. Let's get this bread. Ay, Mexico. Where in Mexico? Tulum? Can I expect big profits after 1 year if I currently have an account of 100 euros? No. You cannot expect big profits. It might happen, but you can't expect it, right? The odds aren't there. Right? So we're going to talk about the majority, and for the most part, no, you can't. There are outliers. Are you that one? Huh? Whatever I saw for London, I would have traded. If we're talking about the same thing. I looked at it this morning. I was like, yep, yep. One hour filled the wick. The 30 needs to come down here. See, because the 30, here's the thing, Chad. The previous 30 will close bullish back above this range, back above 1927. And it didn't have a bottom wick, so could this be the bottom wick for it for now to drive up? The hourly never broke, right? So too much indecision. That's why we don't trade this area. It's too much indecision, too much contradiction here, right? Like, do you want to take arbitrary positions or do you want to take positions with confidence and not have like discomfort during the trade that can affect your risk management during a trade, right? That can mess you up, that can sway you in any direction. You don't want your emotions to sway your decision making, especially when you're in a trade. You want to be comfortable, right? And the way to be comfortable is take a position that you're confident in. So with too much indecision in this area, it takes away from my confidence level, right? Let's just be logical about this. How much data is good data? The more data, the better. Every day you should be getting more data. It's not like, oh, that's it. Now I did a year. That's enough data. I can disregard everything else. No, like you just keep doing. Your data is constantly improving. This and the later the data, the more recent the data, the better it is. The stronger that data is, right? Probably keep collecting data forever, but you know, to really break down what you're doing, get you grab the latest sample size from what you're doing. XAI. Feed me numbers and feed me pips. AI, AI, AI. Book respected, salary play, boom. Week special, outside the reach. Imagine that robot works. Tesla's new one. Yes, in trading, you do have those times, Henrik, and they're called high volume times, right? Where the volume kicks in. And that's when you want to be in the charts, right? You really want to predict the volume candle. You don't want to be here for these trickling down candles just sitting there, having them bring out emotion out of you. Nope. You want a nice high volume candle to take advantage of to drive you straight to TP. And those high volume candles happen at high volume times, like market opens, market closes, right? Pre-London, pre-New York, London, New York, Asian, NYSE, COMEX, all high volume times, right? So in order to put yourself in the best position to succeed and make money, you should be there in high volume times. Potential sell price goes below 1925.57. Yeah, my level's a bit lower than that. A beat. Although you might be right. I didn't like these wicks. Yeah, I want below this though. 25.57. That's the level I initially drew. I think that was the first level I drew here. You might be right. Because at this level, right, if you think about it, below this is the higher time frame level. So let's draw this up. So the higher time frame, and it's also the level where we break the previous hourly low. You see the previous hourly low just broke, so you would expect this to fill this wick here because that's clean traffic. Good eye. Now let's see if we can get some closures and where our advantage point would be here. We just closed. Not in chat. It should drive down here. Let's see. 9:15. Yep. Not in. This is a very solid closure. Yes. Just don't have time, and I think I'm gonna stick to this level where I'm at. My confidence level will be when it's what, 6 pips, 5 pips here. So if this next candle closes below here, then I'll take a trade, right? $15 closed below here as well, right? This is nice. If this can pull up here, then we can kind of say this is the new support, right? But until then, it's not. If we can just have this pull up, we can have this as a support, and if it comes into these areas, yeah. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it to play out. Let's not guess. Ideally, I first want it to come down here to 1924.81, which is what it should do, and then create a resistance. But let's see how it plays out here. This might make sense. Because this can create, in terms of a stop loss, it might make sense. It might create a 5-minute range at this level. And this would be ideal for our stop loss if it does come back down below 1924. All it just means that for whoever entered the trade here, you guys are going to sit through a little bit of drawdown, right? Sales coming at flip 15. Yeah, I'm waiting on these 5-minute closures below my range. Yo, do you sleep? Absolutely. Darrell Williams, those just are not concepts that we trade. Your 5-minute range, yes. Right now, I'm not in any trade. I want some sells below here. Nice sell coming up. We don't really have well, I don't have a confirmation of that yet. Should be, yeah, but it's not confirmed for me. Not yet. Don't you feel bored? I like doing this. I like educating. I like it when people ask questions, right? I like doing what I do, right? And it's a big reason of why I come back every day in and day out. Why a big reason why I trade. Money is not the defining factor. I really like what I do, right? I enjoy this. But yeah, obviously trading and making money, it just goes hand in hand, right? I wouldn't do this if this wasn't paying the bills. I mean, I'd be like, if the peak of trading that wasn't enough to pay bills, I probably would never do it, right? But if you get good at it, it can pay all the bills in the world, and I actually enjoy doing it. So why wouldn't I do this if I'm good at it and I enjoy it? This shouldn't be exciting, right? This shouldn't be depressing, sad, hard, exciting. You shouldn't feel emotion. You should just know what you do works. Come in here, do what you do, and then leave, right? Can you give signal? Sure. Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. Love from Indica. Oh, sorry. Love from India. Can you tell I want to smoke? Love from Indica. Sure. Sure, Indica. I love you too. Thank you, India. Appreciate it. Appreciate you showing up. Hyman Joshi. Or Jaimin Joshi. Jamin Josh. We are hilarious. Awesome. As we are coming down. Huh. If we look at it like this, and this respected here. hold on. Time to flip to side B. My bad. There we go. Flipped. The candle and the music flipped. Side B it is. You had that level, didn't close below there either. Sorry, Chad, didn't mean to disregard you. Looks at 30 level as well. Yeah. Feel more comfortable below here. The level right here, right? For the 30. It's not closing below there. If it closes below here on the 30 as well as, right? As well as the 5. Solid. Most logical stops here right now are 42 pips. Right? 40 pip stops right now. That's the most logical stops. Looking to fill this area here. King James missed a move. Why? Stop missing moves. Come on, man. Get it straight. Say I'm on the charts solid 4 to 5 hours a day. Maybe like 7 to 9, 9:30, 10. And then 8 to 10, so between 4 and 5 hours a day, 4.5, 440 probably, I'd say. I look at where the hourly traffic is mostly. See, look at all these clean candles. So we've cleared this area out. That's what I look for the ranges to drive, right? This is all clean. This is all clean. We just drove in, and there was some play in this area, but after that we drove up, drove down, drove back up. We should come back down the same way. We've cleared out all these orders already. See, 30's closing. 5 minutes closing. Let's see what's going on here. Can we get a closure below? 5 minute held this area, right? Rejected off of it. So for now, 5 minutes found support. Can it come back up to this area to 1926 and back down? 1926.8 and back down, so we can use that area as our stops. We'll see. But the most logical level here is right here at 1928.9.93. That point, right? You would also have, I believe, yeah, the daily flip. The daily would come back up and reflip bullish, which is what I expect for the day. I would expect us to create a bottom wick somewhere around these levels. Look at this. Look how perfect that is if we do start coming back up and start reflipping on the daily. So the perfect stops here for any sell is the flip of this daily candle. Could you explain adding more entries to an active trade? I'm at work in the morning and can only listen to Don's stream, so I'm just wondering if you could give an example. Go to Don's stream this morning, go watch it. And I added a position and then discussed why. Because sometimes we can break out of a zone, right? Let's say... say we close bearish here, right? And we end up coming down and we just close bearish, right? And then the candle gives us a top wick, comes down, starts driving down. We enter right here on the flip of the candle, right? Or at the closure below. And this candle, before breaking this wick, and it's not enough of profit for us to start going break even or moving RTP or start managing risk, and it hasn't really reached our logical or advantage point and starts reversing on you, right? So you're in a trade and this trade comes up. Oh, I got a mosquito here, right? Rebreaks the highs here. At this point you're in drawdown, but you're still ahead probability wise because in the higher time frame you're all this range until all of that is broken, you're still bearish. So while you're in drawdown, if this next candle over here comes back down and right back into my area, right, you have a fake out. I will re-enter. I'll take a second position on this closure to expect us to come back down. So I'll have a position here, I'll have a position here. If it comes up higher to these areas, a lot of times if this was a bearish day and it came back up on you at this area, if you see a candle print bearish, you can also start looking for adding positions here because your risk to reward is really minimal here, right? For all you RR monsters, and you have a high probability that on a bearish day, once it found resistance, it's going to give you an onion and drive back down on the higher time frame to fill the range, retest lows and highs. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. Looks, did you shave? No, I went to a barber and he gave me shave. A lot of value. Oh my god, I think we got peak viewers today, chat. Check that out. 660 watching. Yes, definitely peak viewers today. I think our peak before this was like 613. Damn near 700 people. That's incredible. Shout out to you. Really incredible. Feels like heaven. $684 earlier. I didn't even notice. That's incredible. Very humbling. Awesome. Ask the Wix to the church. Yeah, the Wix session. Oh, this is nice. One of my tags is ranking #1. Awesome. Reza, if you're on here, thank you very much. Appreciate you. And we had weeks, right, with lots of volume. And like, remember I said, you need sample size, and you need experience on the charts. You need time on the charts, not just to take trades, but just to experience the market cycles for themselves, the way market moves in different times of the year, in different conditions, under different circumstances, right? Different news situations, press releases, world events, right? Tweets. If you see how the market behaves during those times over time, and how it switches up, and how volume comes and goes from session to session, that's the experience. That's really going to benefit your trading. I'd like to use indicator. You have one to direct me, or have any advice on this matter? Yeah, my favorite indicator is the EYES indicator. And you should already have it. All right, just double check. You should already have it. Do you have IG? Yeah, I have IG. It's in the description. Go follow the IG, chat. See if we can get a closure below here right now. Wow, look at this. 1 hour just dripping on him. Shit's gonna bleed on somebody's keyboard right now. You short position on gold? Nice. When I have 100, by the time I have 100K viewers, I'm gonna expect all of you, like I said it before, to be well on your way out of poverty. Out of poverty. Can you tell I speak too much on the daily? I speak a lot. So by that time, by 100K viewers, that's maybe 2 years from now. You guys should all be well off if you stick around, or if you've stuck around, been here for a while. You guys should be fine without me. Starting your own streams. The Wix 9 Forex tree is gonna be pretty saturated with profitable traders. Like, sub, share, turn on the notifications, follow the channel. Yeah, absolutely. You out of poverty, Wix? No, I am broke as hell. I am right now streaming from a bunker Goddamn Zenith. I'm saying that should be the goal. The goal shouldn't be better than anyone, right? To compete. I always say that. The goal, the grind is against poverty. That's the hustle here, right? The hustle is not to trash each other and be better than the next trader. All right, chat. Looks like we're getting a closure here. I'm gonna have a position here as soon as this candle closes. Below this area. A little late here, chat, but I got a position right here. And this is the most logical stop, as I said before. But if the smaller time frames give us an indication of coming back up in range, closing back above, then we'll manage risk. Until then, I'll look to fill this area, this level here, and that's it. What type of PC? I don't know. I just built it from different parts. I had it built. I ordered it the way I wanted it, and it was built. This is technically the area where we spoke initially in the beginning of the stream, where see all these wicks. So if this was to be the daily wick to start coming back up, I don't think the higher time frames here should close below this area, 1925.71. But we kind of drove past that area, closing even lower. So my indication of a range 2 breakout here. When could we not be concerned with an hourly candle not having a top wick? You really want the hourly candle to have a top wick. I mean, but this hourly candle has already broke the previous hourly, right? 2 and 2 tonight. Huge W. Oh, 2-4-2 tonight. I got you. So 2 trades, 2 W's. I don't know. I'm on a pretty good streak. I haven't had a W in, I don't know, like a week. I mean, a W. I haven't had a loss in like a week. We've been just killing the New York session. We didn't have a trade here last night, but we're slaying New York session entire week. I had Thursday and Friday for me was over 200 pips. It was like a weird day. I had positions during Asian on Thursday. I had positions on Thursday morning, Thursday Asian, or after Asian. Pre-London and New York. And I had a couple of positions in New York. So it was crazy week last week. Pretty sure it's going to rip up. I mean, if it does, we'll see indications on the higher time frames. We see some closures, a bullish closure. And when it does that, I mean, yeah, we will manage risk. Until then, I mean, I'm pretty comfortable. You know, it's to each their own. I mean, it's all perspective, right? You might be looking at the trade from a different perspective, and I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying our perspectives are different. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying you're wrong, right? But on the daily, I can definitely I can do whatever he wants. I just want 10 pips. Okay, it's funny. On the daily, yeah, on the daily, this is beautiful, right? Never broke the daily lows, but and we closed above here, so it'd be nice to come up, but as of this moment, there are ranges to take advantage of that we can't take advantage of here on the 5, so. So if we come back up above this air, wait, come on, god damn it, sorry, moved the wrong thing. Bring this back. If we come back up above this area, right, and then come back down below it, I'm gonna add positions. At this area. So that's the way the cookie crumbles for me. The lows here. Let's see where our advantage point is. If we can utilize an advantage point here. Right, probably around this area. Just around 12 pips. So once we get about 12 pips here, I think I'm going to start managing risk and taking some bacon, securing some bacon, taking some profits off the table. And I don't know about runners here, chat. I'm gonna see. Well, we'll see. Just because this is against our daily bias, I would still expect this at some point to come up and flip bullish. So we're just playing the range here. That's the goal. That's the growth. We'll see. Four to grab, 13, yeah, 12, 13. Is this the celery play? Yeah, I guess. Our entry isn't the celery play. Our entry was the 5-minute closure below with the 5-minute levels, right? Technically, it's a 4-hour level because our stops is the 4-hour high. Really want to drive down before the end of the hour because otherwise, for the next hour, you would need to see a top wick, right? And then for it to drive down. Gold always trying to procrastinate. Just go it. Yeah, it's got a time management issue. Gold has a really serious time management issue. Hey, we've been watching your streams now for a few months. Awesome. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. Really appreciate you. I appreciate everyone that's on here. Damn, almost at 700 viewers on here. See? Can we keep our peak viewers? Is it a curse? No, it's good luck charm. I think we're like 3-1 on peak viewers when I notice it. Like since we've really been growing. Because here's the thing. It used to be a curse, right? We used to. Well, this is coming from Don's stream. On Don's stream, we used to every time we'd hit peak viewers, we'd take a loss. We'd take like 15 W's in a row. Peak viewers, take a loss. Pull back like 300 viewers, take like 15 dubs in a row. Another peak viewers, take a loss. And then we were all dubs here until like a few weeks back where we had peak viewers. We took our first loss during peak viewers, so that idea went out the table. Please check oil. No, we're in a trade here, and we don't trade oil. It's creating a 5-minute range here. We might see it pull up for the next hour. Right? Create a range, and then if it starts coming back down, we'll have more sells. $100K viewers in the future? Let's hope so. Maybe subs. I don't see viewers. Subs? Yeah, someday. Possible. Viewers? It's tough. Certainly going to drop. It will drop. We don't know. We will see. But will it do what it's got to do on stream? Whatever happens here, I'd really like it to play out on stream. So we can walk through it. We can go through the trade. Typically, we jump off at 10, right? That's our cutoff time. But I'd really want the outcome of this trade on stream. Thank you. I appreciate all the kind words. Awesome. Someone recommend trading platform in the US. Does it require VPN? Depends regular or not crypto. Or I don't know nothing about none of that. Higher leverage, better spreads. Really, spreads are key for scalping or trading the way we trade, right? You'd really want some tighter spreads. Every late night trade hits TP 10 minutes or less after you leave stream should still count them as a W for live stream. Here's the thing. Whatever's taken here on a live stream, whether it's a W or an L, I'll record it into our record because the trade was broken down and taken on the live stream, right? I mean, I'll give you what our risk management is going to be before I hop off. And I'll tell you where I'm closing positions or where I'm managing risk. And a lot of times I'm still in the Discord server as the trade's going. If I have added positions, I'll say it. If I don't, I won't say it. But yeah, we had quite a few times, maybe 4 or 5 times already, where we had a trade maybe at around 10 o'clock, 15 minutes before, 15 minutes after, and then it hits TP by like 11, 11:30. Yeah, less volume in Asian, typically. Would you rather have tighter spreads or no commissions? Tighter spreads probably because they help me. If it was a choice, probably tighter spreads. I'd rather have both, but tighter spreads because just it's better for scalping for what we do. How's my account size gonna help you? Tom shares his account size, and he also regrets it, and it's a headache. But he also has shit to sell you. I'm not gonna open up uh, that wormhole and go down that wormhole. Knicks about to go to OT. Yeah, I'm watching the Knicks game. I got the Knicks game on here. 3 minutes here for the hourly close. Can we close below these levels so we can continue driving? I don't want this to pull back any above 1925, 570, because then I think the hourly might respect it. So let's. A lot of time here in the last few minutes. Can pull back after for the top wick of the next candle. That I don't mind, but I really want the hourly close below. I lost 40 pounds by eating healthy. Hey, that's a dub. Diet's key. Diet is key. Not easy to lose 40 pounds. Takes a while too, right? That's a lot of work. You know, if somebody's that committed, it probably, you know, resonates in other aspects of their life. How much you got in your pocket? Run it right now. What's in your checking account? How big is your life insurance policy? All right, so just pull back on the hourly. Man trying to get some pounds and you lost it like it don't matter. Or go find your pounds and go sell them to somebody. How's the cat is outside in the rain? It's not raining outside right now. Cat's chilling. All right, chat. This is key. We're getting this 1 hour closure, and typically I'd be like, all right, nice stream. I'm gonna call it here, but I think we're closing below this level. This next hour might come up, make a top wick, and start coming down. Let's just see what happened. See what happened was. Yeah, I'm surprised my kids are not at my elbow over here just pulling at me. Let's go, dad, let's get. Right? Typically by this time, at least the baby is. I'm out of water, but I don't want to go over there. 'Cause they see me? She. It's over. They're gonna be on the way right back here. Right? You guys see this level here, right? On the hourly. We close below it. That tells me once we get a top wick, the hourly should start coming down as well. Lots of clean range here on the hourly. And it should fill this wick down here on the hourly. So don't stress. Trust the higher time frames. Wix, how come you enter in the entry this morning during UNY session? Because it's something I do all the time, and we took a W. I saw $100 on the floor. You think I wasn't going to pick it up? I picked it up. Wix, is it valid to move stops to where? Current candle high? Which current candle? I'm on the 5 minute. No, current candle highs will be broken right now. I'm expecting this to come up to create a top wick on the hourly. Debating if stops should be here, this level, or here. For now, they're here. I just want to see how we're closing. Because I believe if this high right here is broken at 19.27.337, because that's a 5 minute level there, and that's an hourly high, and that's the current 4 hour high. That would be a bullish flip of the candle after grabbing a liquidity grab here, so I'd expect it to come up at that point, right? So I think the 25 pip stop here is the most logical one. Because at this point, if it flips bullish there and drives up, we're filling this range. So we're going to definitely fill the next 20 pips. And what's going to happen at that point is not, you know, there's no confirmations of anything. So it would be senseless to let it ride above there if it does start breaking above there. before a new hourly and phase drawdown. Not always. In the morning, it tends to drive. Well, even in the evening, I've seen it drive. It's really because we could have filled, right? There was a lot of volume here, so you could have filled this range before the new hourly, right? You could have filled it by the end of the hour. Expectation of volume with a closure below. But yeah, I mean, how big is your drawdown here? It's 9 pips, 10 pips, you'll be fine. But it breaks the highs, at least you can be happy you have a valid stop that it just makes the most sense. It breaks the highs there, then you guys can start looking. You can anticipate this being the daily bottom wick, and the daily start to flip. At that point, the 4-hour will flip bullish, so you'll have a lot of things for confirmation at that point, right? For now, this is where we're at. Oh, stop moving. There we go. That's what I want. This stream is going way later than I wanted it to. Hourly wick, is that your TP? Yeah, I'm trying to fill this whole range, right? Because what are wicks here? Wicks are ranges, right? And this is a nice range here, so I believe we can fill that in a drive, in an hourly candle. The idea is, will that drive be now? Will that drive be London session? Will that drive be New York? Or will that drive not go all the way and be a liquidity grab for the daily bullish flip? And where can you take advantage of the drive if it is a daily bullish flip? Or how can you manage it? Right? Sad for you, stuck here with me. Yeah, the stop loss is 25 pips right now. Thinking of moving it to this wick here to the left. Right there, 27 pips. This wick right here to the left. I mean, short position right now. Gold expecting more dump in gold. Yeah, or we can expect this to be the bottom wick for the daily. Either or. You'll see it printed, and if it is, as we start coming up, we'll start to see if we can manage risk, or if it's a fake out that we could take more positions to come back down. Right, we'll see a print. bearish for the day. Well, the daily closed bullish back above, right? Daily closed bullish back above this range, back above this level. So we could come back down in here, anywhere within these wicks, grab liquidity and drive up any point in the day. Like I said, you'll always see it printed on the smaller time frames. Well, at least we're moving. Look on the hourly. Can this be a top wick for the hourly, or will we come back up for the daily? If we come back up for the daily and we re-break the 4-hour highs, your London session is pretty clear, right? Because then you're just going to end up driving up. If we get a closure above this level, above 1926.3, and we come back below it, I'm going to look to add positions. You want to trade? Yes, sir. We are in a trade. Watch out for them Asian highs. I don't know. I'm just going to have this Jamaican high right now. And it's waiting for me right outside the door to my office. I'm going to smoke a fat Jamaican joint and go put my kids to sleep. And, well, maybe in the other order. No, I'm going to step outside, take a big ass pull, go put my kids to sleep. It's 10 o'clock. They're still not sleeping. It's a school night. They're just waiting on me. So while I'm over here doing this with y'all. Analysis on GJ? No GJ. Gold. I bet no. I'm a no. You guys know me too well. Is this the hourly top wick? TYG in the house. Not disagreeing with you. You just have a different perspective. We are bullish for the day. We've been saying it all evening. But that doesn't mean we don't have a plan for sells, right? So if we see places where we could take advantage of gold in sells, we'll stick to our plan. This is what I would look for here, chat. If this does happen, I'll have more sells. Candle closes bullish above here, and next candle comes back down, closes bearish. I'll have more sells. Big fat split yard man style. Yeah. Damn, I just yawned, and like 650 people on here yawned. I know it. I know you guys yawning. You yawning on the DL? Making me yawn, yeah. Just made everybody yawn. Thank you guys for being here, watching us in drawdown. 650 real ones. Drop a like, sub to the channel, turn on notifications. Yeah, it's drawdown, but probability states we're ahead until our highs are broken and the 4-hour flips bullish. So we're going to play the probability game. It doesn't dictate a guarantee, but it dictates profitability, right? And you stick to probability, you'll be profitable. Start adding positions? No. No, no, no. Not yet. You get a 15 close? Yeah, 15 close bullish. Should be the bottom wick for the 15. We'll see. Wouldn't choose to be anywhere else. Wicks, drawdown, or profits, baby. Let's go. That's how I know you're a real one. Same trade, bro. Counter trend, yes. Daily. No, counter bias, right? Not counter trend. Because trends can be on any time frame different. Just counter biased for the day. But we always have a plan for buys. We have a plan for sells. And in the beginning of the stream, we planned out ourselves, right? And it came to that point, and we took ourselves. What is this level? Oh, this was the hourly level that I wanted a closure below. That's where we're at right now, breaking above it. So I'm gonna get rid of it because you guys know what it is. On the hourly, that's where we wanted to close below. And it did. No drugs in chat. Quick secret to be emotionally stable in a trade. Take a lot of trades. Sample size. Take lots of wins and losses. And if you take a lot of wins, you'll gain confidence. Right? And confidence will get rid of emotions. Confidence in what you do, right? That it Wix's longest stream? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I wanna I wanna be off here. I want this result, and we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. I'll try to stay on as long as I can, but if my kids start coming in here, we'll update you. We'll give you an update on the Discord. Don't worry, Chad. This will be recorded. If this is a L or if this is a W, this will be recorded in our history. Can you anticipate the daily flip in here? Maybe. I can't take a position until it actually does. Nice above, right? Alright, chat, give me a second. I gotta run to the bathroom. Because I done grabbed a lot of liquidity today. Hopefully this candle can grab some liquidity, but I'll be right back. Give me a sec. Damn, look, Nick's losing in overtime. If the 1 hour becomes bearish, is that what we call a flip? Yeah, it'll flip bearish. I mean, it's just the language we agreed on, right? All 600 of us here. All right, chat. I don't know. 10:24 here. I think at 10:30, I'll call it. And we're going to discuss the rest of this in the Asian session Discord as the trade is playing out. This, which will kind of give you an incentive to join the Discord. See how we manage this. But I'll call it in 10:30, 10:35. We'll call it a stream. He gonna go close the trades on the other computer. Who? What are you talking about? Keep calm effects. That's funny. Drop some likes. 600 strong here. Wick's leaving us in drawdown and dipping. Last time I dipped in drawdown, we hit TP within the next hour, right? Hey, you my boy, Blue. Hey, Aaron. What's the deal, Aaron? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for showing up. We're 2.5 hours into this. It's been a long day. It's been a really great day, right? It's been a very, very, very good week. Got like 6 missed phone calls. All right. Breaking up above here. If I can get some bearish closures back below, I might think of taking some sells. But chat, if we get the hourly closure above this level, above 1926.53, I'm gonna look to manage my position, maybe close out. So the hourly close will be key over there if it doesn't break the highs before the hour. So that's gonna be when I'm gonna manage, in which case I'll manage my position. Thinking of you, bro. You're a hard worker for real. Yeah, I'm just sticking around for the 400 likes. That's it. That's the motivation here. 400 chat. And see, this is. Let's see how we can get some closures here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait an extra 5 minutes. I'm gonna see how this closes. If it, maybe we'll hit something on stream, maybe a stop. But if the next candle, I think after this 5 closes, if the next candle can come back down in range and close probably below these areas, below 1925.77, I might add a position. Take it down to the lows, and then once we go back to our first position, you can go break even or close it out or close both positions with one of them at 10 pips in profit. Appreciate your time. Absolutely. Thank you guys for the support. I appreciate everyone showing up here and supporting. Just don't panic. Show up. Take your trades. Don't panic and draw down. Don't celebrate all your big dubs. Just going about your day. On to the next one. Have a short memory. We got 40 seconds for this 5 to close. If the next one can come back below these areas, we'll look to add positions. There's the 400 likes. I guess it's time to go, right? Well, let's see how the next 5-minute candle plays out. We'll go down? Well, I don't know. We'll see. We're sticking around for the sake of seeing how this trade plays out, right? But regardless of what happens, I'll be back on here tomorrow morning. Right? Tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern. Chat, don't forget. Oh, by the way, it's the last day of the month here on the, well, Actually, I think this is the first Asian session technically of February. I think in Asia this is February 1st, right? So congratulations. This is technically today was the last day of the month for us here and the first day of the month in Asia. Look at that. Yeah, it's February 1st. We don't care. First, last, we traded. I thought I knew you. Just joined the stream on the exact same trade as you. Yeah? It happens. Happens from time to time. Because we're driving up. It's funny. If that's the daily flip, then it would have gotten liquidity exactly where we pointed at before the stream. Remember? Wick, 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 wick. To drive up. What type of car do you got? The one that go room room. Room room. I didn't get one today though. Mr. Don Vo got his today. I think he's doing burnouts in the parking. I told him to just gas and brake straight out the dealership. Just get in the dealership and gas and brake right in there, right on the linoleum floor. I think that would have been ideal. Don Toretto. Word. Family. Oh boy. Is that where Don got the Beamer? Room. I think they went bankrupt, right? Is that an actual thing? Room? Did I just guess something? Like prop account? No, I never have. Let's see chat. Pretty close on the broker, right? Spreads jumped on the broker, kinda, as it went up. I think it should come up, should break the highs technically. The way it's forming here and the way this candle made a top wick, came down and didn't break this current low, this current candle low, which means it either needs to grab more liquidity to drive down, which I don't believe is the case because the higher time frames, once we drive up here and break that high, the 4-hour will flip bullish and you can say that the daily is going to start coming up here and you're going to see the daily flip in London. A lot of volume. I'd expect this to come up. I'd expect this to play out perfectly with the daily. It would be ideal. The way we manage it, if we don't hit stops before this hourly, then a lot's going to depend on the way this hourly closes. But there's a lot of volume. This shit's just driving. If this hourly closes above here but doesn't hit stops, I'll look to manage risk. Matter of fact, how many pips is this? There's not much risk management. No, if this hourly closes here, I probably won't even touch it because it's 5 pips. I'm gonna leave my full risk here. I'm gonna leave this full TP here. And if the 5-minute so yeah, I'm risking my broker. It's 26 pips. I mean, I'm gonna risk full TP, full stop loss here. My broker, my stops is 26 pips. And if we do come back down, I'm going to leave that full position. But if we do come back down on the 5 and close below here, I'll add. Most likely we won't right now. On the 5, we're going to fill this wick. But if we do, I'll add a position. You need to see this previous 5 break its own lows, come back in range and break that previous 5 lows because there's a level there. If it closes below that level, then you can add on positions. You need to see it happen on the charts, right? You need confirmation of it happening. Otherwise, it's irrelevant. Yeah, you see this wick, the previous candle just left? If this previous candle low isn't broken, then this wick should get filled. If this wick gets filled here, then it stops and the daily will start breaking up. We'll call it a stream. We'll come back in the morning and we'll do the same shit over and over and not switch up. And that's when you get consistent and profitable. All right? Also, we'll do the same shit tomorrow evening for the Asian session. The same thing we've been doing. How many push-ups can you do? A lot. Can you tell us how you manage risk? Well, typically I would probably close out the position if the hourly closed above, but there's only a 5 pip difference where it's closing and our stops, so I probably leave this whole position open. Yeah, same shit, different toilet seat. The key is just to not switch what you're doing when it's proven to be profitable over a long period of time. Oh, holy shit. It's damn near 11. This is definitely by far our longest stream. Do I wait the hour out? Do we really wait the hour out and make our longest stream a reality? How come you have massive wins off stream and minimum wins with eventual losses on stream? Why? My wins were on stream. All my wins are on stream. I think every single position I've taken, except maybe 1 or 2 in the last 3 months, have been on stream. They're either on Don stream, like today. I had 2 positions on Don stream, and I called them both out. Right? Yesterday, Don and I think, caught the same position. All 6 wins here that are in my record, in the stream record, have been on stream, right? 2 losses have been on stream. Everything is on stream. I rarely trade off stream. It's rare that I'll take a position. Sometimes for London, I'll take a position. You can ask that all the other gurus that show you, you know, buy stops, sell stops for news, and then 100, you know, 60K loss, and then 100K W off stream. I don't do that. You guys don't see me posting my profits. You guys don't see me posting my losses. You guys just see what I do on stream. So you can judge your, you know, make your opinion off me based on what's done off stream, on stream. I'm not coming on here going, yo, I had a 100 pip runner overnight. No. The 200 pips from last week were all discussed. All of them. And we had a couple of streams with 50 plus pips, 60 pips, right? All on stream. First time he out this late. Don takes trades off stream. Yeah, but he knows that you guys bitch about it, and that's why he started recording everything that he does off stream. So if he is trading, like, he's weird now. Like, he'll hop on and he's like, shit, I don't have a stream going on right now. Let me record just so they don't, you know, they don't think this is all bullshit. Because he's got to deal with all this shit. Like, oh, how come you got big trades off stream? Because it just so happens. He also has big trades on stream. We're closing bearish on a 5, but closing bearish, respecting a support, it's high probability. High probability we drive up on the smaller time frame. How far? I don't know. Yeah, he also sells service, right? So it makes sense for him to be able to rebut any complaint or anything that people might say. So just start the stream an hour later then, bro. Action later on in the day. Not necessarily. I trade when I trade. Like, it's like everything. I hear you guys speaking, you know what I mean? But I don't know. If I paid attention to every single thing every person on the stream said, and there's 600 different opinions, it'd be tough for me to lead a stream. And I know everybody's a trader and everybody has the right style, the correct way of trading, the proper way. But I just gotta do me. Doesn't trading from the stream influence your decision making? Maybe. Maybe it makes you more accountable. Right? Because I'm accountable to you guys. Like, I can't just take a trade and be like, yeah, whatever, right? I'm accountable to 600 people ready to bash me at any. I can misspeak and I'll get bashed, right? So like, it's mindset wise, it's not easy, but it's, like I said, it's not rocket science, and I'm willing to do it, right? Because I'm pretty confident in what I do. Like, I've seen it work. I've been successful off streams, and honestly, believe it or not, since I started streaming, I've been more profitable overall in my trading, not just on streams, but in my overall trading, I've been more profitable. Don can vouch for that. I'm doing the same thing day in and day out. Yeah, you see the 5-minute respected this support. It didn't never close below it. If this 5-minute candle, this bearish 5-minute candle that just printed the last 5 minutes, came down and closed below 1926.3, I would have opened a second position. Chat, once this 5-minute closes, I'm gonna call it a stream. It's 10:45. I'm dying to go smoke. This isn't. Oh, maybe it'll drive up now. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens in the next 2 minutes. But regardless what happens, 10:45, I'm calling it a stream. And if I add on a position, I'll announce it in the Discord chat so people don't say, "Oh, how come you do it? Don't tell nobody. Do it off stream." Yeah, it's off stream, but it's fucking. We're an hour past our regular stream time. Did you pineapple it? No, I don't have a pineapple. Not now. I pineappled this morning. I did not pineapple right now. Well, not yet. Might still pineapple. The previous spikes up, hit my stop loss. W streamer will catch you in New York. Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge stop. It's 26, 25, 26 pips. Manage risk. That's it. It's another data folder, right? In your book. Another piece of data. How hard is it to come back to a stream? I've taken a horrible L off stream or an on stream. But I don't think of trades in terms of that. Like, oh, that's a horrible L or that's a good W. Like, I don't think in those terms. I see. Yeah, there we go. It's driving up. I see the positions, right? I see what I've seen before. I know how I've used it to my advantage in the markets before, and I just do the same thing over and over. And you do take losses. Like, oh, let me let you in on a little secret, chat. You do take losses in trading. This shit does happen. That's why you don't bet the house on every trade. You account for the losses, because one loss is not gonna make you wealthy, but it can fuck up an account, right? So do right by you. Do right by yourself. Manage your account properly. You'll be fine. Because we're closing back above here on a bullish day. Yeah. This is going to drive up probably before we even hop off. While the music's playing. While the outro's playing. But we have the perfect stops here, look. That would be the 4-hour flipping bull, right? At which point you can expect the daily, next candle to be the daily to reach the highest here and start flipping bull. All right, chat. 10:45. I'm gonna call it a stream. I know, I'm coming. And as I say that, my kids are walking in. Dad, you coming? Too close. I know. Too close. Let's see if it stops on stream. Too close. No, I can't. There. All right. Discord channel. It's in the description. Join the Discord. I'm gonna hop into Asian side. If we do end up coming back down where I said, maybe we'll have chance for more positions. But I really believe the daily should flip here and drive up at this point. There's just no point of managing here when it's literally 5 pip difference. Yeah, at 5 pips, I'm gonna leave my full risk here. All right, chat. Oh, they're driving up. We're gonna hit here. Start. We go. It's on that level. It's red. It's showing me red. You know when it starts showing red? Boom. Come on. One more pip. I think 2 more pips. It's playing with me, chat. All right. Look, our side B has ended. Side B of the music has ended here. All right. Thank you, mods. Thank you, moderators. I just want it to happen on stream. I mean, L's an L, you know. W's a W. It's not gonna change how I approach the markets. Shit happens. It's trading where we signed up for taking L's from time to time, right? Pay your rent to the market. All right, chat. I'm out. I'll see you tomorrow. Hasta la pasta. It's been a pleasure sitting in drawdown for a long time. Peak viewers. We'll see. We took a L on peak viewers. Maybe next time we'll take a W as it's driving up here. I'll let you know once this hit stops for me. Very, very close. Yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy my Jamaican joint and then put my kids to sleep and go to bed. I'll be on for New York session tomorrow. Asian session continues tomorrow. Join us 8 p.m. Eastern. You guys know the deal. I'm sorry if you're a new trader. What a day to come in if you're a new trader today, right? Oh, first day, take a L. Heard such good things, came in, took a L. Sorry, it happens, all right? It happens. But when we take a L, we usually go on winning streaks after, so just keep showing up. All right, I'll see you guys. That's it for our stream. Love and wisdom to you all. Thank you, mods. Thank you for helping me run the show. I will see you tomorrow. Stops hit, chat. Stops hit. Minus 26 pips. L today. We'll have this in our stream record tomorrow. Don't worry. London buys. I'm gonna go smoke this joint, and I might be up for London, and I'm gonna be looking for this daily flip and some buys.